Hi, Joyce here. In this video today, I'm going to show you a few of the more popular Windows shortcuts. All of the shortcuts that I'm showing you today are applicable to Windows 7 and Windows 8. A lot of them involve the use of the Windows key, and I just want to make sure that you knew which key that was. On your keyboard on either side of the space bar, you normally have a Windows key. And here are some samples of what the Windows key might look like. Okay, let's get started. So the very first shortcut I wanted to show you was just pressing the Windows key all by itself. And that brings up the Start menu. It is a toggle, so if I press the Windows key again, it takes me back to my desktop mode. I work in my desktop mode, so I find the next shortcut extremely useful, and that's using the Windows key while holding it down, pressing the letter X, and then releasing the Windows key. This brings up the quick access menu, and you have a lot of very useful commands in here. At the end of the day, this is where I can come to shut down. I've got my control panel in here. Lots of useful commands in here. Just going to click outside of that menu to close it. Next, a shortcut to get into File Explorer. If I hold down the Windows key and I press E, that takes me into File Explorer. Very quick way to get in. I'm just going to close out. I have two monitors. I love my two monitors. That means that I can have two different applications open at the same time. Sometimes I want more than two applications open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Word. I'm going to go into Excel. And I'm going to show you how you can dock these two applications on each side of the screen on a single screen. I'm going to dock Excel on the left-hand side of the screen. To do so, all I need to do is press the Windows key and hold it, and press the left arrow and release it. And now Excel is perfectly docked on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm going to go over and click on Word, and I'm going to dock it on the right-hand side of the screen. So that's going to be the Windows key with the right arrow. And now I can work in both of these applications at the same time, drag information from one to the other. Very, very useful shortcut. Sticking with the Windows key and the arrows, so we've seen what the Windows key left arrow does, Windows key right arrow. My focus right now is in Word. I'm going to press the Windows key and the up arrow, and that's going to maximize Word. If I press the Windows key and the down arrow, that is going to restore Word. I might be working in Word and find that this window behind here, this Excel window, is distracting. So what I can do is get up on the title bar of my Word window and shake it. So click and hold down the mouse button and shake my window. And what that does is it hides all the applications that are currently open except for the window that I'm shaking. That's actually called arrow shake. I'm going to do it again to get my other applications back. So on the title bar, press and hold the mouse button and shake the window, and it brings back all of your other applications. That's kind of fun. Don't know that I use it a lot, but it's kind of fun. If I want to get to my desktop, the shortcut key for that is Windows key and the letter D. Takes you to your desktop. And once again, it's a toggle. So I can press Windows key and the letter D again, and I get back to where I was. I can use the Alt key and Tab to cycle through my open applications. So if I want to be in Excel, I just tab until I get to Excel, and then I let go of the Alt key, and I'm in Excel. If I wanted to launch a second occurrence of Excel, I can hold down the Shift key and click on the Excel icon down on the taskbar. And that opened a second occurrence of Excel. A very useful feature is Alt F4. It'll close your current window. And when I say F4, I'm talking about the function keys up at the top of the keyboard. So I'm going to click on Excel, Alt F4, Alt F4, and my applications are closed. One last thing I want to show you before I go. I'm actually going to go into Google Chrome to show you this. I find this very, very useful. I'll just go to look at the weather. If you do what I call control scroll, and what I mean by that, holding down the control key on the keyboard and using your mouse scroll button, if I scroll up, I zoom in. If I scroll down, I zoom out. So that's using the control key with the scroll button on my mouse. That is a feature that I use all the time. There are keys within Word, Excel to zoom in, but when you come to something like Google, there are no keys at hand to easily zoom in or out. So I love what I call control scroll. That's it for what I want to show you today. I hope there were some shortcuts in there that you will find extremely useful. Before you go, I just want to point out that a button has appeared on the window, and I'm inviting you to go ahead and click on that button, and I will send you some more very, very useful shortcuts for some of the Office applications, shortcuts that I think will save you time and that you will really enjoy. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video.